Yo, so I'm in my camper van, you can probably see, and I am in the middle of the New Forest. I am heading to my campsite. I'm going to be camping overnight because I'm doing a shoot at Gozney tomorrow in Bournemouth, at Gozney HQ, at the new HQ, and I thought I might as well show you a behind the scenes of what that means and how I go about it. So we're doing I think we're doing a new pizza peel comparison shoot. And so I decided, instead of staying in a hotel, I'm going to stay in the van overnight, in the middle of nowhere. I've got to ball up the dough later. I've got a Roccbox on board. I'm going to cook myself a fat steak for dinner, and then I'll show you some behind the scenes tomorrow at HQ, and yeah, and it's going to be cool. So I'm just pulling into my campsite now. So yeah, let's go on a ride together. Okay, we're here in my little campsite. Look at this, middle of nowhere, horses over there, all sorts. It's a very basic place, this one, but I've got everything I need in the van, so let's go and check in. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't stayed in my van yet. Look, I'll show you around my van in a bit. It's pretty pimpin'. Okay, so we're checked in. Hello, I'm just driving around this like campsite really slowly. There's like animals, deers and horses and donkeys and all sorts just roaming around, New Forest horses and stuff like that. It's quite nice actually. So I've gone for a hard standing pitch because it's been quite wet here in the UK. I didn't really fancy getting stuck on anything. So yeah, this is going to be cool. So I'm going to find my pitch and then I will show you the van and get set up and yeah, start chilling. Yo, so we made it. I'm in my little spot. Check it out. Got my van here. This place is quiet. It's peaceful. It's going to be perfect. Let me spin you around and show you the van. So this is the van. It's my VW T61, fully loaded camper, and we're about to pop the top. So let me show you inside. I've already just turned the lights on. I've swung one of the chairs around. It's got twin captain seats. Set up a table. I'm going to pop the roof and going to get chilling. I'm going to cook a steak tonight as well. I brought an old Roccbox along that's in there, and we're going to open up the back because my van has a tailgate. So I've got everything I need in here. Got my bed in. Got a few dough trays because I am shooting at Gozney tomorrow, like I said. So I've got a couple of dough trays, I've got a load of dough, I've got to ball up some dough in here. I've already turned my gas on, got my Yetis full of all my toppings there. And underneath here is a quick release barbecue point, so I can use the gas on that. So I'm going to put my Roccbox here and I'm going to cook myself a fat steak for dinner and eat it in the van. This is going to be cool. So let's get the roof popped and get set up. Okay, let's pop the roof. So it's just going to follow me around while I do it. So I've got to go over here. I've got to pick up my hat actually. Dropped the hat. Right, let's sort this out. Got to undo these clips. Remember how to do this. There we go. That's one. Let's go. Roof goes up, and up goes the bedboard. Now I can stand in my van. Yes, then we're going to clip this in. It's going to keep it nice and tight. Let's put that around that way. And this is just an extra little bedboard. So there you go. I am up in. I can stand up in my van now. How cool is that? Look, I can stick you over there. Let me show you this. So I've got a pretty decent space now. I can turn this into a bed, and yeah, I'm gonna chill out. Got a few bits to do. I've got some dough down here, so I'll show you this actually. Just down here. Look, here's some dough, bulk dough. That is 5 kilos worth of flour. 62% hydration. That is enough for 30 pizzas for tomorrow's shoot. I'm going to be balling that up in the van later. So that is just going to be chilling down there. It's currently 19 degrees in this box, which is absolutely fine. So we're just going to leave that in there. Might stick a cool plate in there actually, just to chill it down a little bit. But yeah, let's get a little bit of light, a little bit of ventilation in here, and yeah, I'm going to chill out, and you can watch me cook a steak dinner in the middle of the New Forest in my camper van. Okay, right, we're back. So I'm set up. I'm going to get my oven out, and we're going to start baking. Well, getting ready. We're going to start powering up. I think I might set it up on top of the Yeti. I think that's going to be a good idea. So I'm going to get the Yeti out, because I kind of want it at a decent height to cook at. So let's slam the Yeti down there. Let's get the old Rocky out, and we'll go from there. I haven't used one of these for ages. There's a snail on it. That's how long it's been. Let's have a look. Oh, we got the olive green one. So I've actually got like, how many rock boxes? I've got 5 rock boxes. I've got my 2 original grey ones. I've got this one. I've got the Tom Gozney, the black one, the black edition. And I've also got a yellow one. But I don't really have any of them in a minute, because they're all lent out to friends. So I had to actually get this one back. So I've got a little stool there. So got a box of goodies here, including my original, sorry about the noise, my original gas burner, which I've just put on a quick connector. So let's get this hooked up and see if this thing works. I have not played with a Roccbox for a long time, but it's like riding a bike. Is that in? Yeah, I think this one's just a bit old school. Right, let's get underneath here and let's connect into the van. That should just go ping like that. And let's see if we've got some fire going. That sounds like fire. We have fire. Sounds a bit airy. There we go. Just had a bit of trapped air in there. Look at that, we got flame. So we're going to let that heat up. And we shall heat up a cast iron. So I have with me, got my trusty cast iron. That's like I think that's a 10-inch pan. Got my Gozney Tonight We Slice tea towel. Got my trusty thermopen so I can nail that temperature. And something to flip the steak. So there we go. So whilst that's heating up down there, I'm going to probably let it rip for about 10-15 minutes just to get the air temperature going. Haven't used one of these, like I say, for a long time, but I don't really need to saturate the stone or anything. I just need to get a decent amount of air temp. So let's just show you. Inside of this one. It's hooked into the van. How cool is that? Just hook it straight into the van's gas tank. So yeah, I've also got this really, check this out, this stool. It lights up. It's got disco lights. My stool's got disco lights. That's really cool. That's a really cool little stool. That thing down there. It just like zips down into itself. Really weird thing. But yeah, let's go inside. Let's leave that there heating up. Let's go inside and prep the steak. So I've been to M&S. Got a thick cut ribeye. It's quite a chunky boy. So let's do it. Okay, so yeah, we got our steak, got a fat knife. Steak's been out of the fridge for a little while now actually. I just wanted it to warm up a little bit. I don't know how important that is, but I'd imagine everyone says you should let it warm up, so that's what I'm going to do. What have we got? So I've got disposable plate here, which it's got high sides. So I'm going to stick the steak on that one. I'm going to salt it, I'm going to pepper it. I didn't bring any oil. I've got butter, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to even oil the pan. The pan's actually been, every time I clean a cast iron pan, I always oil it anyway, so I think it'll be fine. And then I've got another plate down here. It's one of my Campervan plates. It's quite jazzy. We're going to eat on that. So I've got some garlic. I've actually got some rosemary. I've got some nice chestnut mushrooms in the fridge. So let me get my butter out. Got my rosemary. I've got some cream. I'm going to make like a creamy mushroom herby thing to go with it. And tomorrow, I think, because I'm going to be baking a load of pizza, I'm probably going to get my carb hit tomorrow. So I'm not going to have any carbs with this. I'm just going to have a fat steak with a nice creamy mushroom light sauce type thing. So got my salt and pepper here. Let's get prepped. So let's do this on the board. My hands are clean, by the way. I have just washed my hands. So let's get the fat steak out. Normally I'd probably go for a bit of a nicer, like more aged one, but that is a chunky wedge of steak. So that there, let's go put this in the bin. Right. Actually, I need to wash my hands now. So right then, let's go with a little salt and pepper on this one. We got some sea salt meal, eh? It's salty. Oh, I don't really want to touch this again right now. I sometimes pepper my steaks at the beginning, sometimes I just pepper them at the end, but I'm going to give it some pepper in now. Woo! Because there's going to be some pepper in the sauce as well. So, right, let's leave them there. Let's prep some mushrooms. Normally clean my mushrooms, normally give them a wash, but as long as they're not got any mud on them, I don't really care. I'm in the middle of the forest. I should be going out looking for these mushrooms, to be honest. But these all look decent, so I'm just going to lop the ends off and make sure there's no dirt on them. I don't really care. I'm not giving it to no one, it's just for me, so quite cool cooking in the camper van. I do have a gas hob. I have 2 gas hobs here. Just actually made myself a coffee. As some of you know, I quite like my coffee. If you're on my Instagram, you've probably seen a few coffee reels here and there. I've got my whole coffee set up here. I've got like a Wakako Pico press. I've got a subliminal nano foamer. I've got my latte jug. I've got my own freshly roasted beans. So in the morning I can make myself a banging latte, or a flat white or something. You know what, that's enough mushrooms for me, I think. I don't want it to. I'm not a huge fan of mushrooms, but I do like them. Get them back in the fridge. Right then. I'm going to get everything prepped. It's good to be prepped here. So I can just take the board out. Nice big wedge of butter. Actually, we're going to put that next to the steak, because it's going to go in with the steak anyway. A couple of bits of garlic. I reckon 2 cloves of garlic will do it. Yeah, let's stick the rest of it over there. Cooking in the van with Adam. Let's just crush that a little bit. Get rid of the skin. In the bin. Okay, right. A couple of sticks of rosemary. I'm not going to break up the rosemary actually. I just want it to flavour. So a couple of sticks of that. The rest of that can go in there. Right. I'm going to go heat up this pan actually and get everything prepped and ready. So that's that. That's that. Let's go. Let's get this pan heated up. I'm going to slide that in. Okay, right. Oven is hot. We're almost up in the 200 degrees on the inbuilt. I know that pan's going to be saturated and smoking hot, so we're going to get this steak in. Look at that. It's smoking hot. Right. Let's do it. This is a fat steak. Here we go. Push it down, make sure it's got good contact, and in it goes. It shouldn't take too long. I'm actually going to just lower the flame a little bit, just because I don't want it to go too crazy. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. So I use one of these to like temp probe my dough as well. So I've got a couple of these, and this is going to give me a really good internal temperature, and yeah, I'm going to be guided by this. So the minute this steak hits about 54, probably 54 degrees internally, I'm going to pull it, I'm going to rest it, and it will keep rising, and should be a nice medium rare steak. Oh man, that's looking good already. Right, we're going to give it a flip. Check out that. It's already getting a nice bit of colour. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, back in. It's always going to get a nice bit of crust on the underside first, but when you flip it, because it's rendered out some of that fat, the top's going to start to get really gnarly, and it's going to get a really, really nice crust on it. Give it another turn. Look at that. Let's whack it up again. Full flame. There we go. Get the temp check. 40, still 40, 43, 47, 48, 49. That's saying 58 there, but that's a thin bit. There we go, at 54. So we're gonna actually pull that now. What can I stick it on? We are gonna stick it. Actually, sorry, we'll stick it on a plate. Put a butter in. Stick our aromatics in. And hopefully, we won't melt the Yeti. Have a look at that. Just gonna baste this. Woo, hot. That's now going to get rested. Right, it's time to do the mushrooms. So that steak's going to sit there. I'm actually going to go and stick it inside to rest. Look at that. Whilst we deal with the mushroom situation. So, got our butter. Let's go in with our mushrooms. Oh. Just going to leave the herbs and the garlic in there. Coat these mushrooms. and these won't take long. I'm going to give these a crack of salt and pepper. And in these go. Let's do it. Have a look at these shrooms. Oh man, look at them. Beautiful. All the moisture's coming out of them. This smells amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the big chunks of garlic out and the rosemary out when I put the cream in there. So I don't want to be chowing down on them. So have a look at these. Look at that. Right. Let's get some cream going on in here. Not going to need all of that. These are chunks of garlic. Let's take them out. One there. One there. And there is our creamy sauce. We're just going to get that in there, let that bubble away. Right, here's our steak. It's been nice and rested. How are we going to do this? Right. This is going to end up on the floor. Probably should have given myself a bit more of a table. I don't know, this can go back a bit further. There we go. Right. Waste not, want not. I am not going to waste all these juices. So we're going to get this out. And we're going to add these steaky juices that have come off this to this pan of goodness. Right, and that can just go back in there and keep bubbling away while I cut this. So let's do it. Got a blade, steak. Let's get rid of this plate. So let's have a look at this. Don't want to go against the grain with the ribeye. Ho ho ho. Nice. But let's have a look at this. Let's get a bit closer. Look at that. Let's put this onto the plate. We'll slide that bad boy steak on the plate. And let's finish it with our creamy, roasted, herby mushrooms on top. Oh man. Right, let's put that down there. And there you go, people. Roccbox cooked ribeye with creamy mushrooms, cream and herby mushrooms, chestnut mushrooms, cooked in the campervan. Bosh. It smells so good. It looks so good. Oh, right. Let's give it a taste. I'm not going to make you. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me eat it because I don't want to do that. But got to do the whole like fake tasting thing, right? Like, oh yeah, what all chefs do. Okay, that's really good. Right, I'm going to devour this. I will be back because in a couple of hours I need to ball up the dough. So I might as well show you that. I'm going to ball up dough in the van on this table, ready for tomorrow. Right, so it's like 9 o'clock at night, and I need to get this dough balled up. So slap some gloves on. I generally always wear blue gloves when I'm balling up dough. Sorry if it's a bit dark. I did actually just put the roof down because I thought it's getting a bit cold. But the van is a toasty 18.5 degrees currently, which is about exactly where I need it to be. So we're going to ball up this dough. Let's see if I can just get myself a bit of space. And what's the best way of doing this? So usually what I do is I have a dough tray here. Let's just move my dough there. I'm going to fill this dough tray with the dough. So this is enough to make about 30 pizzas. So I'm just going to scoop this out into the tray. It's 62% hydration, and this should be enough for 30 270 gram dough balls, which is probably way more than I need. So I'm going to put 15, I've got 2 trays, I'm going to put 15 doughs in each tray, and we're going to thunder through it. I'm not going to make you watch this entire process. I'll do a few and then I'll sign off. Let's see, where can I put that? I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a little manoeuvre around. Put a few bits up here. Let's move the kettle. I should, if I put that dough tray there, you should be able to see this. So actually, it's really weird. I'm going to sit down and do this because I can. So got the dough here. Usually I go from this side, but it feels weird. So yeah, I might. Actually, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to do it from this side. So I cut a sausage about the width of the dough ball. I've got my scales here. Usually, once I get it dialed in, I don't really need the scales, so I'll just sort of hand, kind of eyeball it. That one is 268 grams. I'm going to show you that. There you go. That first one off the bat. Let's spin you round. Where are we? Let me just see if I can eyeball that down. Hold on a minute. Wrong way. That's my coffee machine. There you go. Straight off the bat, 200. Can you see that? 268 grams. So that one can stay as it is. So let me put you back up here. Put you back down here. And hopefully you can continue to see this. So 268, so what I'll do is I'll put that one in that box. And what I do is I reball them at the end. So this one, 271. There you go. I generally don't even really need to. There you go, 285. I missed that one. So I just pinch a little bit off till it gets to like 270. And I'll just keep doing this, cutting a sausage like that, picking it up and balling it in my hand like that. And this is what I do at home every day, or like not every day, every time I do dough. I mean, thing is, they're actually good dough balls as they are. Don't really need anything else doing to them, but you could just re-roll them. That one's 279, 269 will do. 254, so I stick that little bit on there, grab a little bit. 264, 267, 271, that will do. That one's going to be under. Oh, it's over 275, 270, and I'll just fill up this tray and then re-ball. So I'll tell you what, as if magic, this will jump to the tray being full and me re-balling them. Yo, so they're all cut and weighed, and now I just need to re-ball them basically. They just have a little relax. This is actually going to smooth them out a little bit. So if whenever you ball up your dough and it's a bit like lumpy and a bit rubbish, just let it chill for a bit. Let it relax, let it like just chill out, and then re-ball it, and you'll end up with a really nice smooth dough ball, really tight and lovely. So I just do that, and I've got the dough ball here. So I'm going to show you up to the camera. So I'm going to come here. So I've got the dough ball here. I'm just going to fold it in on itself. Sorry, the lighting is probably terrible here. I'm just going to do that, and then we're going to stick it down there, and we just thunder through these now. and we just give them a little reball. And it hasn't really taken me that much time to do these. And these are going to sit in here, and it's now down to 17.9 degrees, so I'm actually going to put the roof down in a bit once these are done. And I've got to figure out where I'm going to leave them, that they're not going to get too cold. It shouldn't get too cold in here. It's not going to be any warmer than that. I don't really want to have to put on the night heater. I've got a diesel night heater, this thing here. Use a little bit of the fuel from the fuel tank, and it just I can just set it for a certain temperature. But the studio at Gozney should be quite warm. So these are going to have, what time is it now? It's 9:15 now. It's 9:14. I mean, I'm not shooting till, I think probably, realistically it's going to be 9:30, 10 in the morning. So these are going to have a good 12 hours plus. So even if it drops a little bit, I mean, I use the right amount of yeast for an 18-degree fermentation at about 24 hours. So I actually use 1 gram of fresh yeast per kilo of flour. And these are gonna, they should be pretty good, but I'll show you what they look like in the morning. But for now, I'm gonna finish these up and chill out for a little bit. Might have a gin and tonic, and then gonna get some sleep. So there's one tray. That's what it's going to look like. So in the morning, these would have spread out there. We'll all be touching each other. You want to get them nice and even and straight lines. And these will all be touching each other and mingling and be super happy and super awesome dough. So see you in a bit. Bye. Good morning. I slept all right, not too bad. A bit weird, bit small in here. I'm gonna make myself a coffee. Dough's looking good. Van is actually 16 degrees. It got down to about 13 in here last night, but I didn't put any heating on, so I'm not surprised it was a little bit cold. But yeah, all in all, pretty good night's sleep, to be honest. So we're just gonna make a coffee. And if any of you know me, you know that I'm quite big into my coffee. So we'll get the kettle going, and we're going to get prepped. I do like a latte in the morning, something milky. So I need to heat up some milk and then spin some milk. So first things first, we have our espresso maker here. I use a Wacaco Pico press. It's this thing here. It's pretty cool. It's like a pump thing. So I put my cup underneath there, and I've got my own Peddling power beans. This is my own blend. I make my own coffee beans, or roast my own coffee beans. And we've got my grinder. So let's get everything out and ready. So what do we need to do? We need to weigh up some beans. So get the bottom of the grinder. We're gonna go for 17 grams in at a 2-to-1 ratio. So we'll try and get a 1-to-2. Try and get 34 grams out. Extraction, it was 18.3 there. .2, that will do. Just going to give the beans a little spritz. It's going to stop the static in the grinder, and that's good. I had a coffee yesterday, so I know the grind setting's good. Just going to get all those in there. Nice. There's my kitchen towel. I'm sitting on it. Clean out the inside of that. Right, let's just grind these beans up. This is probably going to sound pretty horrific. So yeah, it was a pretty good night in the van actually. Quite enjoyed it. Just, what time is it now? It's 7:30 in the morning. I want to roll off out of here by about 8 o'clock. So I'm going to have this coffee, put the roof down, put everything back to normal, and get going. Got to remember to stick the Roccbox in because it's outside. Oh, I need an electric one of these. Are we there? I think we're there. Almost. Yeah, we're there. Woohoo! Just check they've all gone through. Yep, we're good. Okay. Let's put that in. Actually, that kettle's boiled now. We can just use the same one. That's hot enough. We'll just heat that up slowly on there. Right, what we need to do, we need to charge this thing. So it's got a few bits to it, this thing, so I'm just going to put some hot water in here, and that's just going to heat that up. It's going to heat up the chamber and get that thing ready. In the meantime, we've got our beans. We've got all these bits are internal to this thing, so you get the that thing goes on there. I'll just show you this bit more closer. Pop your beans into here, or your ground coffee. It's all done. Put that back together. That can go back in its bag. And then, if you want to stop the old channeling, get your old WD-T tool. Just get rid of those clumps. That's that done. Give it a little tamp down. And then another one. That's done. There's our little brush. Oh, I don't know what the brush is. Oh, I'll just use my finger to get rid of that. Right, cool. So now we've got coffee. You've got to put this little thing on top of it, and then that's ready to be screwed into the unit. But we're going to just clean down a little bit because I've made a bit of a mess. Tell you what I'm going to use. Found this on Temu. Awesome. Right, that's getting hot. That's preheated. That's all good. Just need to get my subliminal nano foamer ready. That's going to make my milk. We got a cup, so let's get the extraction going. So we just tip that out of there. Put the coffee, screw the coffee onto this. Fill that up with hot water again. Oh shit. I'll probably brim that a little bit too much, never mind. Get the top on. Seal the chamber. Yeah, I put a bit too much in there, never mind. Right, put that on there, and I reckon that milk's about ready, you know. I don't want it to kill it. Right, that's going to sit there and stay ready. And then what we do is we give it a little pumpy. So I'm going to bring you, see, it has its own little mirror thing here, so you should be able to see the extraction in the mirror. So if I just start pumping this thing, so you've got to give it like 10 pumps, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That starts the pre-infusion stage, and then you leave it about 10 seconds. And if you just watch into this little mirror here, if I get that just right, you should be able to see this extraction and see it pour. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. So we're ready to go. So if I just start, and the pressure's going to build, and you'll start to see the coffee coming, and you're going to get this nice thick espresso coming out. Oh, a little bit of channeling there, it spurted a little bit. Right. That should do it. So what I've got now is, get my kitchen towel, get rid of that, stick that in the sink for a minute. Okay, we've got a nice looking espresso here. So what we're going to do now, let me stick you back over here, get you set back up here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, right, yeah, that's good. We got our nano foamer. So this thing, you just press a little button, it starts spinning. It's like a really good version of one of those cheap ass ones that people used to have. So I'm just gonna put that in there. I'm gonna start a little vortex, and I'm gonna start to aerate the milk. Slow it down. Oh, probably a bit too much there. There we go. That'll do. Put that in the sink. Right. Now, where's that wooden board gone? Actually, I should have had this out the whole time. Should have done the whole coffee on this. Let's tip away a bit of that. I've probably overdone the milk a little bit. It's quite frothy, but we'll see what we can do. I'm still new to this thing. Okay, so let's see if we can pour ourselves a decent bit of latte art here. Oh no, it's like a fat cappuccino. It's like a turdy little heart. Look at that. Rubbish. Kind of, but anyway, you get the idea. There you go. Oh man, that's good. It's nice to have a decent coffee in a van. So I'm going to drink this, I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to get going to HQ. Hopefully it'll only take me a half hour from here. So yeah, let's do it. We're here. Here he is. It's Richie Pete. Hello mate, how are you? You alright, you good?
Yeah, good.
Van's here. Let's go.
Good.
Let's go. Here we are. HQ. Boom, look at this. Hi.
What is this?
That's the purse. Glenn. Hello. Yeah, I'm filming you now. That's Purse.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fuck off.
Yeah. Morning.
Right, let's do it.
We're filming the deals. Beauty shop time, Rich. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. Yeah.
Using this one today. This is a bit of behind the scenes at Gozney HQ. Look. Table football, a pool table, bike store. Check this out, all the books. If you've got a cookbook, send them in, get in touch. I'll stick it up here. Some pretty cool books here. Look at that. Oh look, who's that? Hey Perez, even, Luis. Fantastic. Tom's office was around the corner there, some people having a meeting. Nice little communal space. It's the big boy oven. I came here and did a party here when they opened up. They got a massive 1250. It's a nice little communal space. All the supper club posters. Little crew of ovens. And then the studio is just through there, but I can't really show you the studio yet because they haven't shown it. So yeah, you'll see some behind the scenes. So I'll point at the guys, but I can't show you the studio. Check it out. It's a little quiet time. We've done most of the peel stuff now. What you saying, Rich?
Yeah, it's going well, man.
You hate being on camera, don't you? That's Rich.
my favourite.
Richard Pilberg. Ghosty Purse.
This is my piss jug.
Nice.
Jug of piss.
That's nice.
I love it. And keep myself hydrated every day with it.
With his piss jug, there you go. Check this out for a rig.
Yeah. Alright. You good? Thanks, Caitlin.
You alright there, Glenn?
Alright, see you later.
Working hard?
Just to listen up a minute, it's a good opportunity to close all my open tabs.
Okay, cool. Nice.
There we go.
I missed all of that.
Maximise perforation to disperse excess flour. Also, your pizza comes out of the oven with perfect cook.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That's the brief.
so
That's
And
the
then
brief.
you can talk about the rivets, right?
Rivets. Yep,
so,
got
just
it.
to, so just to recap, we're going to just...
Okay, so what we're doing? Just thinking about the edit. So we're going to go from this, from nothing there, and then suddenly to a bunch of peels with lots of pizza. Is that okay? Fine.
Selection of
Back kitchen.
vegetables and other
Chicken.
carbs.
Oh,
Nando's time.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken.
Finger licking chicken.
So if you have
Yep.
that one,
Yep.
not that one.
Nice. Yo, so I couldn't show you too much of the studio, unfortunately, because it hasn't been launched yet. Like, they haven't shown anything yet. I think actually the video that we just shot is going to be the first one where it gets shown, so that'll be out soon. I hope you enjoyed that from start to finish. Going there, it was a bit of an adventure. I thought I'd just share, you know, cooking outdoors, a little bit different with the Roccbox. Not sort of all about the pizza, but yeah, just a bit of fun going there, going to Gozney HQ, showing you around, showing you what it's all about, and a few of the people. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, stay tuned. The video will be out soon, and apologies I couldn't show it much more. After that, we pretty much just had to wrap things up, and I had to get home for I had like a 3-hour drive home. So take it easy.